Hello! Can you hear me? Alright. Hello and welcome to my stream. Today, as you have seen in the title, we will draw mob psycho characters in the style of Jojo. Or Araki Hiri Hoko. I think that's how it's called. I probably butchered that name. No, Hiro Hiko. That seems about right. So yeah, we will Jojo-fy mob psycho characters. I think that's a good idea. And as you can see, I have already prepared basic research for it. And I'm gonna say basic very loosely here, because you can't have enough research while making art or trying to imitate a style, which is something I realized in the past, where I tried this challenge and completely fucked up. But that set aside, it is time to start with a sketch, and I don't think so. First of all, we should maybe establish some more groundwork on how we're gonna approach this, because, well, first of all, boom. So, first of all, I won't make full-on artworks, obviously, because they will take way too long. I will probably make bust or waist artworks, and if I color them or not will be up to how long we have been sitting here and how much I feel like it. So, I would dare to say we're just gonna start. I mean, what should we be waiting for, right? So, yeah, also, don't expect the art that you see in the thumbnail. Like, I'm not that good, trust me. So, what I want to do is draw this pose. Draw Reagan here, but in Jojo, like how he holds the phone and thing. I think that's pretty classic for Reagan. Let's stay zoomed out for the time being. Alright then, draw guidelines, you know, beautiful, beautiful little things. And then we can start taking our reference right away. This is like, okay, maybe this, more like that. It's a little bit on an angle actually. So, and this, that. So now we have our kin here. And then we're just gonna, boom. Eyes are about here. Halfway from the head. And we're gonna do guidelines here and there. With guidelines, I mean the jawline. That is, ignore that. Then we have some ears here. Beautiful, beautiful. It's already coming together a little bit, like. I mean, it's the head shape so far. There is not much to fuck up here, which I would like to see, but there is a lot to fuck up, so don't expect too much, alright? Like that. Boom, bam, but bam. Alright, that's. That's the thingy. How do you call it again? The ribs, the rib corp, or the ribby boy. You know what I mean? The thing that breaks in every anime, but they just pretend like they didn't notice it. Or just like it's not big of a deal. Like, oh yeah, just 5 of my... How many ribs does a human has? I don't know, half of my ribs just broke. But I just had a flashback of my dead family. And now I can simply move on. Like, you know, I think doctors are really just overrated in, you know, why need a doctor if you can just have flashbacks, something like that, you know? If you ask me, that would make that's so much more efficient. Just have a flashback and boom, you're up for the fight again. God, why doesn't our modern time doctors think about that? Just let them have a flashback. Remember that as something that happened in the past. And all those broken ribs will be as good as gone. Trust me, that's how this works. The head is a little bit too big, isn't it? I'm having this problem a lot, that the head is too big. Because you know, if you look in the mirror or something, your head isn't as big as it normally is. And now, I mean, obviously realism isn't the end of everything, but you know what? I do like to get, let's call it, inspired by real life. So getting zoomed out a little bit for the hand. Nope. My plan basically is to make the basic gesture at first, and then going over it again on another layer and trying to Jojo-fy and add details and clothing and everything, and then we will go to another layer where we make a final sketch, and then I will decide how I continue from there, because, well, it depends on how long it takes, because I still have another character prepared, even 2, but I'm not sure if we're gonna make all 3 today. Maybe on another stream or something like that. Alright. That's about basics. More like that actually, isn't it? Boom. Just a phone. Alright. So, I'm looking at Jojo art right and left, but I really can't promise that this will look like Jojo. I mean, look at this art, like... I mean, it's Jojo, alright? So, don't have your hopes too high. Ignore that eye. It never happened. Dog. Alright. He's taking quite an emphasis on that nose, at least on that reference. He has an open mouth, so that fits perfectly. Can just keep myself on the reference in that case. He always makes his lips very apparent. Because in most anime, they barely draw the lips. But not Araki. He embraces those lips, man. That's awesome. So this stream is also like kinda test stream on seeing how I do on, you know, drawing live. Since, you know, only practiced. I make like practice stuff and like that, but never like real artworks. So, well, I'm curious how this will turn out, and depending on how this will turn out, or just generally on how, you know, I'm feeling towards this, just drawing live and that, I will definitely do it more. But I think this isn't too bad. I mean, drawing live. The artwork, that's a whole nother story. Alright, alright. It's not so... more like that. And he does look in the other direction, alright? But it's none of my concern really at this point. Boom. We make this in the other sketch layer. Because I'm just gonna use full advantage of the fact that I'm drawing digitally here. Alright, alright. Wait a second. Is there also a reference on how he would draw hair like that? Like Reagan has? Give me a second. How did he draw that short hair? Huh. They never have really short hair. Like that. Huh. Huh. Alright, alright. What the hell? Like... there's so many hairstyles, but... no one even remotely close to that Reagan has. Huh. Huh. I guess the closest to it is Jonathan. Isn't it? It would appear like it, to be honest. Alright, alright, alright. Jonathan. Jonathan. It's the first thing that comes to mind, to be honest. It was Jonathan the first one, right? Ah. But it's also not exact. Huh. Okay, maybe not really, if we're being honest. That turned into a bigger problem than I thought it would. Alright, and again. Yeah, I think I can work with this. I can work with this. I can work with this, trust me, trust me. Those eyes of Rohan. So those are the eyebrows about here normally. If my anatomical knowledge doesn't leave me hanging like that, or isn't leaving me hanging, then the eyebrows should be about here. Oh god, maybe I should. You know, I have this mobile microphones. Maybe I'm using those the next time I'm doing this kind of stream. Since I will always get a little bit away from the microphone. And if I put my mouth towards the microphone, I can't watch at the, you know, at the drawing tablet. So, might have to work on that setup. Peace. But alright, let's go in with soft one, just do the guidelines. And with this, the whole eye will definitely look like that. He doesn't really seem excited, if you ask me. This is more like, you know, like, it's his first business talk today, and he really doesn't want to anymore. But he has to. Because it's his job. Yes, normal pupils and shit. Alright. I mean, if the nose, it already feels a little bit Jojo-ic. I gotta admit. But I'm far from winning this yet, so... Yeah, yes. I'm far from winning this, so... Yeah. That's what I wanted to say. It just... It was a real fight to get to this part. I think I know what I'm gonna do with this hair. Just... leave it like that. And I think this will do the job just fine. Actually, it goes until all the way down here. Let's forget about this part. Whew. Woohoo! Alright. Not too bad. No, until now. I won't say anything more to this. I'm scared, okay. This never turned out good until now, so. It would be that bone, right? Alright. Face done. Now comes suit. The challenge. Actually, shouldn't it be like that? What happened to the post reference? Alright. Alright. Boom. Bam. Look at that. Down. The suit goes all the way down to here, I'd say. If you would put like, you know, if that is what we have going on here. Yeah, I guess it would be like that. This is what we have going on here. And this is the line. Actually this needs to be fixed a little bit. If this is this, then this button is about here. To have that reference a little bit. And then here, let's put that here. Boom. And the tie here. Alright. Sorry for that. For the sun stopping commenting. I was a little bit too focused there. But don't worry. I mean, this is the exact reason why I was kind of scared of it, I'll be honest. Of drawing live. It's also simply because I don't want to suddenly stop, commenting it. Doing what makes a stream a stream. So that's also one of the reasons why I'm kind of, refrained from doing that. But if you never try, you will never find out, and you can never improve upon it. So, yeah, maybe it's really just practice, like most things are. And what is that music? Why is it getting so extremely intense? You don't have to be that intense, okay? Yeah, that's alright. That's alright. Yeah, music getting intense. But I think I'm not doing too bad. To be honest. This is deadline. Okay, he has a lot of folds in his clothing, which is probably gonna end this because my fold game is horrible. I'm just gonna take a lot of reference. Then I'm sure I'm gonna deal with it somehow. Then let's go up like that, and let's go further out this time around. Like this. Boom. So about here. Currently I'm taking like the original Mob Psycho picture as a reference. Because it has like simpler folds. It does mean I might have to go back and redo it. But for the first sketch, I mean, I've already come first in the first sketch. I thought I'm gonna have to start a new one a long time ago. But currently I'm not running into problems, so I just keep working on that. After all, if I do it traditionally, as I often do, in case you haven't seen the other videos I make, then you know, I'm doing primarily traditional actually. But I want to get better at digitally too, so this is perfect. Practice here with that a little bit. Alright, and this goes in here, and this would move out for the folds. Boom. Anyways, have you seen the Nier Automata anime? That's. I mean, I have the game. I just haven't played it. Yes, I know. I know I'm supposed to be crucified for that alone. But you know, by the time I had the game, I didn't really have the time to play it. And I don't think Nier Automata is like, you know, the game that, you know, it's not the game that catches you in the first minute, you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's bad. I did only hear good from it after all. And what I'm trying to say is, it's not a game that, like, how should I say it? It doesn't sell you on the first seconds of the game. It's, I think, what makes Nier Automata so good and so beloved by its fan is just the whole journey that you see throughout the game. And, you know, I wasn't able to play the full game, so I can't really say what it is. I know about the cool trophies. I know about that. Yeah, Reagan looks a lot more pissed, I'm gonna be honest. He looks like he's about to call his boss, alright? Like Bossu. He's gonna call Bossu. Could be part of the mafia. Alright, actually. That's not too bad. Alright. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Because this would otherwise just come back to bite me. Okay, now the folds. I'm kinda not completely happy with the folds. They don't scream Jojo. It's only the face that feels Jojo-ic. So I need to change that. Does he have someone in a suit? Wait, let me take a look. Someone in a suit. Huh. gotta say, okay, I'll be honest. Oh, just yawned. That was a strange yawner, not gonna lie. And what I want to say is, I have to admit, this stream isn't what you would call thrilling. I have to admit. Ooh, maybe I found a good reference. Why doesn't he get shot? Please, get shot, come on. Ah. Is that... It's difficult, alright? Especially if you just go with Araki's art as a whole, you're just having a big problem because, you know, if you, for example, reference something from part 1, you can't reference something from part 5, for example, really, because it's so fundamentally different. Which, I mean, honestly, I gotta say, this is something I really, how do you say? I really respect that. I think that's the best way to say it. I really respect that because, I mean, just, you know, he works on that art style for hours and hours, and it's like, well, but I'm sure I can improve upon it. He never stays still with his drawings, and he constantly tries to improve it. This is truly inspiring, if you ask me. But I press it a little bit down and try myself with those folds again. More roundish, and he really doesn't shy away from. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too many. But he really doesn't shy away from, you know, changing the silhouette with them. Maybe I should just leave that straight and then just change it here. I think those folds could be from Araki, not gonna lie. They look bizarre. Oh my god, is that a fucking Jojo reference? I gotta say, I just realized I'm a little bit disappointed in myself. Because I haven't yet, until now, I haven't really, like, catch the opportunity of saying, is that a motherfucking Jojo reference? Every 2 minutes, so I gotta say I'm a bit disappointed, I'm not gonna lie, in myself. So, and from what I know about his fingers, he looks like I have this cruises, and he really gives them this 3D, man. Always those lines, I really like the way he does his hands. You know, I actually also think this is really good for me as an artist to, you know, look at all those art styles and trying to mimic them, because I can always just say, hey, this is something I really like, I want to incorporate this into my art style. Because for example now with those fingers, I gotta say, man, like, they have something, you know, it's something really unique. And now, alright, this is that. I think I can keep that line. The face is about just the way I like it, to be honest. Also the eyes, I think they're not too bad. Boom. And bam. Yeah, let's do it like that. Then here are the eyebrows. here are those lines. Dum 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 dum. So yeah, I was talking about something back there. I completely forgot about what. Oh yeah, Nier Automata. So yeah, Nier Automata. This. I only heard good from it. And I gotta say, R34 did its how should I say this? Did a good job. I mean, we all seen the meme of how B2 has 10,000 polygons only for her ass. Oh no, my game only plays at 3 FPS because the clap of 2B's ass cheeks is too much to handle for my PS4. I shouldn't laugh so hard about my own joke, but damn. You know, PS4 is already always at its limit. Then imagine when those cheeks start clapping. Oh god, you're a grown-up man, Kashima, you're a grown-up man. But I don't notice anything of that here, to be honest. Now those folds seem wrong, I'll be honest. If anything, I'll keep them like that. But those just look like he would be fat. Alright. I gotta take off my sweater. Give me a second. Oh, wait a second. I am back. Awesome. Oof. Then going after those juicy lips, man. God damn it. Reagan didn't know yet. Such lips, man. I forgot this. This doesn't seem too bad, to be honest. I did forget. Like that piece of it. Boom. Let's just do it like that. I think that fits more into the hair. Boom. Alright. You already made the joke. You shouldn't laugh about it any longer. You're an adult. You don't have to laugh so hard about ass cheeks clapping. Oof. You're an adult. No time for this childish joke. Alright, I think that sketch turned out pretty decent. I don't know, it looks like Jojo, be honest. I'll be honest, it looks like Jojo. At least I believe so. There's Jojo vibe to it. Now, but I think we can easily upgrade it even further. Like with ease. For example, this and what else did it? What other details do this have? Puts that in here, this there. Maybe the hair from Reagan would also go a little bit further. Boom. Alright. Now the real next step would be to... Because what I noticed in some of his arts, is it here? Yeah, here too, right? Here it just has... In his shading he uses like pure black, which... I mean, I really like it. I want to incorporate that already into the sketch, to be honest. Like, I could imagine it be here, here. He really doesn't shy away from it, just doing it. At least that's how it feels. Because all his shadows, like, they all have their, you know, their place and everything. Never feels out of place. Then he always, on the edges, like, where it fits, he always makes those little cross-hatching thingies. Especially there, if you think about it. But he does, like, the shadings, with cross-hatching I noticed, he also uses those not only as, you know, shading, but also sometimes to, you know, make delicate lines and stuff like that. So boom, let's put it on here, and I would say I could be daring and put one here. I think that would fit. Just cross hatchings. I think he would put something like this here, but only thicken it here, and then go on here with this cross hatching. It's very delicate cross hatching also, like, this is way too fake of a line, but I will let it through because it's still a sketch. And if we make a line out, maybe we'll even put like full color or like flat color, that's what I mean, not full, but like flat color. So even putting flat colors, so who knows? As said, it just depends. I mean, I do have more characters prepared. Boom, bum, 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 bum. Alright, I think this is... it's difficult, like... Yeah. I didn't quite see through his art style, I'll be honest. Because there's just some art style where you're like, oh yeah, that's, oh yeah. I understand that instantly. But then the art styles like that where I'm like, damn, Sam. Bro, Sam. And I don't get anything at all. And then, yeah. Sometimes wonder I'm still doing art if people like him is running, or if people like him are running around. But then again, I mean, I don't do art to be the great. I don't do art to be the greatest. I'm not trying to generalize here, obviously. Because, I mean, there's also a lot of people who don't do sports to become the greatest and say that's ridiculous. But it's something that I do, so I can understand if you have that wish. So I won't judge on that, to be honest. I think adding here something like this folds. Something you would do? Feels right, to be honest. Bum, 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 bum. Can you hear the thick lines? Bum, 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 bum. Mm-hmm. And then it would also be like here something. And here. We could just thicken this here, I think. Bum, 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 bum. And this here, I think, is good. Spot. Decaporate this. Shading here is going on. I do hope the audio is bearable, to be honest. I mean, I'm gonna check after the stream anyways again. But, I mean, if someone checks in, please, feel free. Feel free to tell me. Would be really interested, to be honest. I think what I can incorporate even more here is shading. So here. I don't want the lines to be here. I just want the cross hatching to stop there. You know what I mean? Since this artwork is more based around his newer style, where it doesn't necessarily have those lines going on. Also, I don't think he does the lines over the character's eye. I think he always leaves them out. Could this be? Or is this only? That was. You know, I think I just had the only image where he doesn't use that. Okay, no, that's a lie. He uses this. Not often. He not always does it, but. Wait a second. Here. No. Huh? Huh? I can't find. I should leave it out. I don't care. Artistic freedom. Simply doesn't use it always. Meaning I wouldn't have to use it either, but I don't know. Feels right, to be honest. Maybe not here, you know what I mean? Maybe that's on that side? Alright, I can see that. Do want it here. What does he have? Just didn't do a shadow. I mean, it obviously has to do with our light source. Which does, I would say it comes more from here. Bam, bam, bam. There's also like there's like a lot more shadow going on. It's also darker. But I mean, I guess in that case he doesn't really need Also, he isn't looking into the right direction. This eye doesn't. One of these things is not like the others. One of these things doesn't belong. If you guess this thing is not like the other, then a fucking plane crashes into the building and everyone's dead. Now it's too far. God, with only the pupil, it looks like a maniac. I'll be honest. Then again, most of the Jojo characters are maniacs, so he would fit just in. Alright, and then I think, yeah, well, this should be black. Okay, let's talk about something. Otherwise, this will be a very boring stream. How about... What can we talk? What is new in the anime? What new anime did I watch? I'm still following My Hero Academia. Yeah, I gotta say, new season, that's kinda fire, man. Not gonna lie. Kinda fire. Like, no joke, okay? Community might be a special one. But the new season? Pretty hot, not gonna lie, that's pretty nice. Especially with the introduction of Mirko, with the best waifu that My Hero Academia ever brought to the table. And it's even over 18. Which is a rarity when it comes to My Hero Academia. Oh god. Cancel speedrun with Kashima. Boom, bam. How to get cancelled with Kashima. First of all, talk about My Hero Academia and call a character hot. Second of all, then second thing to do is lean back and watch yourself get cancelled. I think for this hair, the perfect reference would be FF. Why can't I? You know, I searched for FF art, and what I found was Araki drawing Naruto, which it does look cool, I'm not gonna lie, it's a better Naruto, he looks better than in Boruto, alright, so it looks better than in Boruto, that's all I'm gonna say to it. I kinda see art about FF. Why? Wait a second. FF. Jojo FF. And it should be, right? Yeah. Alright. It doesn't particularly shade it too much. Why'd I show it? Copy image. See, he doesn't shade it too much. Only minor. Only a little bit. And I think I'll do this too. Like just a little bit on the side. Little tiny bit. Like. Done. Finished! Our first sketch is finished. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, do we want to make a line art out of this, or do we want to move on with the next character? That's the question. A question I haven't prepared an answer for, I'll be honest. Can you please, thanks. I think that's a bit too hard. I don't know, feels hard. Anyways, what do we want to do? Move on to the next one or keep working on this one? I would be kinda interested in... Oh, sorry. Something far lower. I would be kinda interested in, you know, trying out Araki's color palette. Because that surely is something very iconic from him. Good sip of coffee at 10 PM. Just how things are supposed to be. Beautiful. Alright, so... You know what? I think I will continue with this artwork, I'll be honest. That's one artwork. Oh no, no! Oh god! Oh no! Oh, there it is! Oh, got it! Oh no. Oh no. Alright, no. Yes. Alright. Lost my ruler there for a second. And I just watched this reference and realized I could maybe add a little bit more on the line art side. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Hello? Oh, okay. So that's that. Alright. Let's make it hard. Yeah. So maybe I'd put that into like this kind of shit out and then fade out. That's more like it would be if Araki would draw it. Sorry for that. I just couldn't hold it, to be honest. I can put a little bit of shading here. And I think I can like maybe do it like that, you know? I don't think that's unfitting. And instead of these lines, I'm also gonna just do this. It's a lot more Jojo-ic, you know what I mean? Boom, 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 bam. And I think here could also be like added this line, you know? Boom, bam, 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 bam. Alright. Done. Beautiful. Oh. Alright, then we're getting to, let's use a real G pen. I like the texture. And what kind of thickness does he use? Huh. Alright, I think our best strategy here is just make normal line art all around and then just add those shadows, the shadowy areas, you know what I mean? Maybe even turn it off for the time being. I think I want to make this too, like that, so we leave it out for now. Alright. Whoop. Alright, this wasn't. Oh no! Wait a second. I want to look at more references. Is this more soft? Is this line work more soft or is it more of a sharp line work? Huh. I would dare to say it's more of a softer one. Yeah, I'd say that's more of a soft one, to be honest. Yeah, definitely. Alright. This is more of a soft one. Or like, he doesn't put edges where they don't have to be. I would say that's about the right way to put it. Alright. The sound effects, man. Forget Epidemic Sound or any other sound effect software. Just hit me up, man. I'll give you all the sound effects you could ask for. Trust me. Vector. Easy. Sometimes, you know, I'm not sure if I even want to use vector lines that or eraser that much. I mean, it's quite comfortable if you can change it, but I don't know, like those edges, sometimes they don't feel as good, you know what I mean? Like, why is there? No, I don't want you to stabilize it. What the fuck? I want to know what I draw. Oh boy, trying to take my hand. Like I've never had a pen in my hand. Whoa! Round and around. Alright, so yeah, we talked about My Hero Academia previously, right? And how Miyako is best waifu by a landslide. But then again, Tomo-chan came out. And that's close competitor, Miyako. And since Miyako appeared once, then never again, I think I might even give that to Miyako. It's alright. I think I might have a little bit too fake of a line art, to be honest. Let's go a little bit more down. I just hope this won't look horrible now. Changing it midway. And theoretically there's nothing wrong with changing like the line width in this. If it's done with an intention that isn't, oh, I fucked up. Alright, let's change it in the last few minutes. If it's something along the lines of, oh, I don't know, it's because of, I want to, how should I say this? I mean, for example, I give you an example, okay? It's easier to say that way. So if you make a foreshortening, a painting with a lot of foreshortening, or art, right? Then you obviously want the thing that, you know, is foreshortened to stick out, right? In that case, you can perfectly use like a wider brush size to just make that foreshortened thing come out and stand out. That's primarily. Yeah, so to make the foreshortened piece stand out, sorry, there's was a little bit of concentration needed this there a little bit for the line art, I'll be honest. But these are just excuses, alright? Only bad excuses. Bad excuses I will keep bringing, so don't expect any better. Once. Bam, bam. Alright, alright, alright. Whoop. Whoop. Bam, bam, bam. I think it would be more even. Yeah, like that. Yeah, I got this and that. So Tomo-chan, what I was talking about. Yeah, you can't get away from the tomboy talk, trust me. You better get used to this. So, Tomo-chan, best tomboy this season by a landslide. And I would dare to say best girl because being a tomboy gives a lot of bonus points, in my opinion. And I have the right opinion, so every other opinion is objectively wrong. And if you disagree, as I just said, you are plain wrong. Because Tomo-chan is best girl, because she is a tomboy. That's the whole promise of the show. That she is so much of a tomboy that she feels that her crush doesn't even see her as a girl anymore. Now, this might bring back the debate that liking tomboys is gay. But you're wrong. You're plain wrong. Yet again. Now you might ask, but why? If the whole premise of the song, of this show is that she's afraid that she doesn't even is recognized as a girl because she is a tomboy, then isn't liking tomboys gay? No, it isn't. It isn't. You're wrong. Your existence is wrong. This is the reason why your father left and I came back with the milk, okay? I'm sure you had like a deep talk one night, right? And you dared to say the words, well, liking tomboys is gay, and was like, that's it. I need to get some milk. And back there, you didn't know what it meant, right? You ask yourself, why? We already have like a lot of milk here. Why do you need to get milk? It was like, you'll understand when you're older. And now, if you still haven't understand why, now you know the reason. It's because you shit-talked his tasting waifus that he left with the milk and now I came back. That's how you got fatherless. And I gotta say, that lack of father, that lack of your father is really noticeable, not gonna lie. No offense, alright, but a lack of father, a lack of dad, it's noticeable, okay? It's noticeable, I won't lie. But you know, if you're someone like me, you'd rather get told the truth than to live a lie. Yeah, this is way too fake. But we had the vector liner, meaning a vector. Vector thingy, how it's called? The thing where you put, wait, what? How did I forget this word? Like there raster thingies and vector thingies, and I forgot how they're called. Layers! Oh god! Yeah, so we are no vector layers, so we can simply do that. That's pretty chill. How did I forget the word layer right now? Like I forget a lot of words while streaming, you know. Sometimes it can't be helped, but That has never happened to me. Forgetting the word. What's that? Alright. And so it began. Our real finish. Our line to finish the lineup. I think this is about deadlines. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. Now back to the argument. While liking tomboys isn't gay, it's quite easy. I mean, it obviously depends, right, on what type of tomboy enjoyer you are, right? Because there are various levels of tomboys enjoyer. And I gotta admit, at some level, it does become pretty sus. Especially those femboys. Lovers. Because at this point, they're just gay. Then again, I mean, there could be a point made that femboys are supposed to look like girls. So if you fell for femboys, it only means they did a good job and not that you're gay. But I think that's something only a gay person would say. Disclaimer, I'm not against gay persons. I just think it's funny. I just think that the discussion is funny. Quick disclaimer. Just thought that's important to make. If you feel offended, just say it. I don't know if I'm gonna stop, but please, I mean, I am gonna stop. If you really say like, no, I really don't want to hear this. I'm really offended by it. Alright. As long as you say it in a constructive way, not in. Now you gotta imagine this virgin meme, okay? No, don't. You can't make jokes about this. It's immoral. And I feel genuinely offended. You gotta bring arguments to the table, okay? Arguments. And then alright, this makes sense. Because, I mean, it's at this point, it's really just a joke. And should you take it so seriously? Really? That's the real question. Should you take a joke so seriously that it actually, like, you know, does something with your mental health? I think that in itself is something that's, like, you shouldn't let that happen. You shouldn't let a joke get to you so much, you know what I mean? After all, it's only a joke from a stupid man online. Like, I understand if you hearing some things just gets you down. And if I really say something like that, please say it. But just, how should I say it? I don't think you should let your happiness depend on anyone else. This is something, it's your happiness. You should, you know, it's your happiness. You shouldn't let it depend on anyone else. What if that person is no longer here? The best examples are VTubers, after all, since there's no way to say when they will graduate. And what then? What will you do then? What will you do as soon as they graduate? Just, I don't know, fall into despair because they're no longer here? That is always an option, obviously, but do you really want to live your life in despair? Or should you just want, you know, to move on? I mean, it's okay if you sometimes just want to hear nice things. You need this little support, but if you ask me, you should. It's the same with sports, right? It's okay if you at first start because you want to impress girls or because people call you fat, but that motivation should as quickly as possible move to something that comes from you. One of the many reasons is because you simply want keep pushing yourself that hard. Because, well, you will really fast or really quickly hit a cap with this, you know what I mean? Because there will come the point where those people will simply go, yeah, alright, I was wrong. And even if not, there probably will come the time where you simply won't care about them because you know they're wrong. Because you've proven to yourself that you're not fat or not, whatever, right? Whatever the reason was that you started. And what now? You reached your goal. And now there's nothing to improve that. But if you do it for yourself, to improve yourself, and you know, if you do it, yeah, as I said, if you do it for yourself, then you can always move further. You can always change those things, your goals and your wheels of life. And yeah, I mean, talking about stuff like this obviously is always something. How should I say this? Its own science. Let's call it that. Alright? I mean, there's so many views and beliefs on this earth. I wouldn't be able to count all them. I think no one is. Yeah, give me a second. Doc. Boom. But yeah, just don't let your happiness be dependent on others. If I'm making a joke, I say it, but you know. And if you really get offended in that, just I will stop, okay? But why not just take it with humor? If, you know. Obviously you could get offended by it, but you gotta just take it with humor and have a much more fun time. I also stopped to take things so seriously, and it does help. I mean, look at my video count, it's literally 0. It isn't gonna stop me from having a good time. I'm not only doing this for the views, obviously it is a good factor. After all, I would like to someday do this as full time. But you know, I just gotta keep practicing. I know I'm not the best content creation, so just gotta keep practicing, gotta keep getting better. Just keep the grind going. As sports has already taught me. If you keep at it, you will get your reward, eventually. It just might take its time. But that's fine. After all, you shouldn't only enjoy the goal, you should also enjoy the way. I mean, I set it as a goal in my life to simply enjoy it. To enjoy my life as much as possible. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, I'm sorry for that quick silence there. As I said, that's really, I'm not sure. I think this is only gonna come with practice now. I think the few pearls that are still in place are only gonna get better with practicing. So I think drawing on stream like that will definitely happen again. After all, I still got another 2 characters with this. So, who knows? Maybe I will stream twice next week. After all, I still have some extra time. Still don't have a job. I'm still basically on vacation. More or less vacation. Like, the real vacation comes afterwards. I don't know, have I told you guys? I don't think I've told you actually. I will go to Amsterdam and to Japan in the next 2 months. That's really... I am really hyped for that, I gotta say. I might keep you a little bit more updated on Twitter on those travels, to be honest. So yeah, if you want to, free to follow me on Twitter if you want to keep updated on that. So I actually haven't really looked at if he simply keeps his cross-hatching straight throughout his art. But I'm just gonna go with the curve, the way I always do it. It is artistic freedom, man. Artistic freedom. I know, it's just something that I adapted while studying Yura's art. I mean, it's... I gotta say, Miura. It's just, that's the one mangaka that I really look up greatly. And that's like, it's one of those arts that if my art becomes as good as this, I'm really happy. If it ever becomes as good as that, I am gonna be really happy. But I obviously just don't want to just copy him. I want to make it my own, you know what I mean? But that's only gonna come with a lot of drawing, a lot of practice, a lot of time. But hey, no one said you'd be a great artist overnight. Actually, everyone tells you the opposite with those 10,000 hours you guys put in. I mean, there's enough controversy about this topic. I don't really need to put my opinion on this, I think. If you want to hear opinions about this, just type it into YouTube. Trust me, you'll find enough of it. Enough to satisfy your... I should call this? Your thirsty mind. That's a good way to put it. That's the best way I could have put it, I think. Yeah. You're a genius, Kashima. You're a genius. Alright. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad. I think it's coming together. It still works. I was kind of scared that it wouldn't turn out the way, or wouldn't keep the same aesthetic in the sketch, but luckily it did. I mean, we all know that that horror, right? When you put away the sketch layer and your line art looks like shit, and you start to question your art and your ability of doing art, and think about quitting, and then you're about to sell your art, and then you realize that no one will buy this shit anyways, and then you're trying to sell your art tools, but then you realize you don't have really a lot because you're an artist and you're broke, and only goes downward from here. No, but I gotta say, while we're at the topic, I really do have great respect for those people who do art like full time. Especially now, the last few days, I've drawn for secret reasons. I might get to see them, maybe. Let's have a look. I draw like for 6 days. Like I woke up, drawn. I mean, 4 or 5 days. Can't tell you exactly how much. Wait a second. My stream is far behind. Give me a second. I just want to have a look at this. Maybe I just need to Give me a second. Maybe I just need to reopen it. Alright. To need to Yeah, okay. Everything's alright. Everything's alright. Alright. Boom. Alright. Everything the way it should be. Alright. So what was I about to say? I had something to say right now. Oh yeah, so I drawed for 4 or 5 days. Like, I woke up, drawn. I ate, continued to draw. I mean, you know, sometimes I did do my workouts. But still, I was like, you know, waking up, drawing, eating, drawing, waking up, drawing. And it was really, like, exhausting. Like, you wouldn't believe how exhausting drawing continuously is. That shit is insane, man. Like, cardio feels like a joke compared to that. Flip. Nice. So, that was crazy. And then imagine, like, throughout those days, I always imagined, like, thought to myself, how are mangakers doing this for months, for years? And then, you know, I also thought to myself, well, I guess that's the reason why they're constantly in hospital. Like, the hell. No wonder that they're feeling like shit if they have to do this consistent. And like, in my pace, it was still like doable, right? I could see it, getting used to that. But like, they have this constant stress of this gotta be perfect. Thousands of people hear this. I mean, I also wanted to make this as good as possible, obviously, but you know, you don't have the stress of, oh, if this looks shit, I lose my job. You know, yeah, I didn't have that kind of stress. But I really did want to give him all in that case. But yeah, just saying, those mangakas are insane. Like, insane isn't even like a proper word for this anymore. Alright, they are beyond that. Beyond insane. Especially like, you know, and then again, coming to Miura, it's man, looking at this art that he pumped out, like, I mean, as far as I know, I mean, I haven't really done research on that, but as far as I know, Berserk didn't really air weekly, did it? Because that would be deep shit insane, man. Like, how many all-nighter does he pull a week? Would he have to pull a week to, you know, keep that kind of quality upright? Throughout 41, I think it was 31, right? Yeah, 31 of those books, manga books, and I completely forgot the right word for it. But you know what I mean, obviously, right? 41, and that's, you know, every single panel looked good, right? And then, not only did every single panel look good, then, every now and then, the panels weren't just good, they were supreme, you know what I mean? They weren't simply good anymore, they were beyond that. This doesn't feel right to do it so excessively, to be honest. I'm just gonna do it like that. I think that's faster. He never does it so excessively. Boom. Maybe here a little bit, but it doesn't do it so excessively. Yeah, and also in one artwork, I also like did a lot of cross-hatching. I really like cross-hatching, I gotta say. this is especially something that I found like those recent days, is simply how much I like cross-hatching. I really like it, and thinking definitely cross-hatching is something I think I will incorporate in all of my drawings now. It's just something, I don't know, I really like it. And it, how should I say it? It gives the drawings what I think they need, you know what I mean? A plain line art is great, right? If you do it properly, a plain line art can already look good. But, you know, incorporate a proper cross-hatching, and your normal looking line art will quickly be like leveled up. We go from level 1 rookie to level 100 mafia boss, or level 1 gangster to level 100 mafia boss really quickly, alright? So and maybe then you will stop being bitchless, but you know, you probably won't have time to go on hunt for bitches as soon as you start incorporating like the extreme cross-hatching. I mean, I think I will keep it quite low. I keep it quite low, my cross-hatching. More on the low end. At least compared to the insanity that is Miura. But every cross-hatching is only a little bit compared to this madman. You probably could like even this kind of cross-hatching is like, this is minimal, alright? Compared to Miura, this is like the bare minimal. Like this would probably not, he would probably not even consider this cross-hatching. He would simply consider this like a normal basic line art. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Alright, no, I think I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I think it does its job, and that pretty decent. Yeah, you can even see some fonts with the cross-hatching. I think that's also like, if you really like added a lot of cross-hatching, like sometimes you can even turn off like the line art layer, and the forms will still all make sense. I mean, in that case, as I said, we didn't really add that much. But, oh, that was wrong there. But you know, for example, the shape of the face general and stuff like that is still visible. So if you really do like go ham with cross-hatching, sometimes the basic line art is not even necessary anymore. Like I had this once with a drawing of mine. I mean, it's not, looking back at it, it's not really my most proudest work, but it does have the thing, you know, but it does incorporate what I mean. Wait, I'll show it to you real quick, then it will make sense. Drawings, I think it was under fan art. Yeah, see? Like, where's it? Yeah, that's the line art, right? And you can just turn it off. And if it wouldn't be for the white, you just wouldn't be able to tell that the line art is turned off. Because every shape has so much cross-hatching that the only way you can notice the difference is because, you know, this white, wherever it is, because it didn't really do my job properly, okay, I'll be honest. But as I said, this was early work, okay? Shut up. Oh yeah, the second character, yeah. But not today, we will stay with this character today. Boom. Alright. Line art. Line art. And line art. Boom. This is on the sketch. I can put this theoretically in one folder. Sketch. Sketch. Boom. You can't see this, but I just made a folder, alright? Alright. So let's create flat colors. Alright. But I will simply choose an artwork of Araki right now and use the color scheme of that. Is that? Huh. I mean, I do like that, kinda. It's difficult to say. I know that one. That's an awesome one, not gonna lie. Alright. We will go with the warmer coat. Warmer coat, chat. Okay, I don't have chat. That's Rohan. Let's go with that. Save image, copy image. And boom. There you see it. This is it. This color scheme we will be going with. Flat colors. Alright, and then we will simply color pick that shit. Because I'm lazy. And it's everywhere, I kinda thought so. Not gonna lie. Yeah, it's everywhere again. My line art wasn't that throughout. Okay. I have to admit. It's not what you call exact work. Or detailed work, I'll be honest. But you gotta set your priorities somewhere. I can't just... I mean, this stream is already borderline enough. I can't waste more time on doing, you know, random stuff. And it's a challenge, you know, so it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a challenge. Where's it open? Alright, I think I see it. Here. And nowhere. Haha. Alright. Open the eyes. Make them white. Actually, I would gonna just put white color there. I think that's better. Alright. This is always the problem if you turn off the background. There's the white. There's just... If you change the color of the background paper, you won't have white eyes anymore. So I started using, you know, the white color for that. And what I also like to do is, by now, is just, even despite those, just go over this few lines. Since, you know, the bucket tool isn't so exact. Not exact enough for my taste, I'll be honest. Let's give him green hairs, because we feel like it, you know what I mean? Let's give it a real contrast. Fuck! Where is it? Everywhere. Okay, let's just... Yeah. Nice. Let's give him those. And actually, you know, I think I will rather go with that. Okay, maybe not with that, but with that. Okay, maybe more with that. No, that's a little bit too intense. I could... Yeah. I think this isn't too bad. Like that seems like something that you would use. Yeah, that seems about the right color, not gonna lie. This and this, let's open this real quick. Thanks. No. Let's make his fingernails that way too. Because why not? And I think, how do we color his lips? Let's make them. We do that later. We do that later. And I will give his... Maybe we'll put his cravat green to make like... Because it seems like green is like really the accent color of this piece. For a few details. So maybe we make his nose there. And his lips. I think that is the best way for that color. The best thing to do with that color. I'm just not gonna be that exact. After all, it's... You won't notice it as soon as zoom out. As soon as I zoom out. Let's give him green colors too. Eyes too. And... let's make his suit. Maybe that. That does the job. Not gonna lie. Whoop. Bum 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 bum. 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 I think I can simply choose a dark grey like for this. Maybe a blue. This seems about right. Get out of the way. Need to color pick something. Boom. Alright, I think this is getting together nicely. Like, this starts to feel like Jojo. With the liner. Ooh. Ooh. Alright. Like, you notice there's no shading. Okay, I'll be honest. You do notice there is absolutely no shading. But we gotta turn it off anyways now. For the flat colors. Boom. Like that dark. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make a little background. Like also inspired by that one. Just, yeah, inspired by that one. Let's make a new one. New line art. Let's call it background line art. Let's go. Background line art. Boom. And boom. Alright. Yeah, oh, you gotta be tinier. Alright, so let's talk about something that doesn't get too boring. We talked about how you're wrong if you think the tomboys are gay, because they're not. And we talked about how to his ass, how the collab of 2B's ass cheeks can destroy a PS4. Yeah, no, I'm not an adult. I would really like to call myself that, but after that, I don't think I have the right to do so. I'll be honest. And yeah, we also talked about how Tomo-chan is best girl of the season because she's a tomboy. And that Mirko is best waifu of My Hero Academia by a landslide. Hooah. So let's talk about another anime, or let's talk about a manga that I read for a while. Let's talk about Fire Punch, also known as Sister Complex Deluxe, how I like to call it, because it's basically that if you think about it for a little bit longer, which the manga will definitely force you to, especially with the ending. I won't spoil the ending, but like, it's definitely an Evangelion. Yo, what happened to my pronunciations today? They're like supremely bad today. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Yeah, so it's basically that kind of ending, but just leaves you thinking, and you go like, wait, what? What happened? And like, okay, it doesn't necessarily leave you with what happened. You do very well know what happened, what is happening, but you sometimes just question the artist's mental health. No, okay, that's not true. I mean, in case you don't know, the artist from Fire Punch is the same mangaka that, made Chainsaw Man, in case you don't know already. Since, Fire Punch is the reason that the Chainsaw Man author was controversial before publishing Chainsaw Man. So, because of this story, he was controversial. That should already say enough about it. I mean, the story takes a sun turn. It's definitely not your normal, average, everyday story that you get to see in the manga. It takes a lot of turns and... As said, it's Sister Complex Deluxe. So I'll give you a quick run-up, okay? So, Fire Punch plays in the future lands of Sweet Home Alabama, alright? And we are now in the future where the ice switch turned on what feels basically like a second ice age, alright? And people are dying, don't have food, and there are people with blessings, basically supernatural abilities, and they can go for all the way. Some can produce fire, some, which our character can count himself part of, can regenerate indefinitely and live without food and all that kind of stuff. And then there are some that can create electricity, some that can create iron and that kind of stuff, right? And I mean, in the city, there's one big city where those people with the special abilities aren't superheroes like in My Hero Academia, but instead are used as human fuel to fuel the city. And those regeneration type soldiers are basically used as elite soldiers, which makes a lot of sense, since most of them can only die if you cut off the head. Some of them can't even die then, which are the really extreme fuckers, okay, I'll be honest. No sweet talking there. Our protagonist is one of them. Actually, his regeneration is so extreme that he, instead of dying from a flame that doesn't stop burning until it turns everything it touches into ash, yeah, it just doesn't die by it. It just continues to burn. And it's made very apparent throughout the story that he suffers a lot because of this dude. He also wants to kill this dude because he killed his sister. This will play into the story really important because, as I said, it's sister complex deluxe. So later on in the story, he meets someone who looks just like his sister. Now, our main character, being on fire for 8 continuous years by that point, got a little bit insane and doesn't really want to hear that this person is in fact just someone who looks like her. But he doesn't accept this, and as soon as that character loses his memories, he uses the opportunity and just tells her that they're siblings. The other one, not remembering, just goes along with it. And only after like a few more chapters she regains her memories. But then she isn't like, hey, what the fuck? She's more like, ooh, whew, so we aren't siblings. And yeah, that happens. And so, we are not siblings, we aren't related by blood. Doesn't make it much better, but I guess. So that happens in the story. Very questionable, I know, but that's... I mean, yeah, I think that's Fire Punch, basically. I don't think I have to add more. This does the job of explaining what the series is about, if you're being honest. Oh, damn it. And then use this one, and use that one there. Oh, alright, boom, bam. And I think, I'll be honest, man. Alright, I'll be honest. Good. Just gonna free him from all us. Wait a second, don't, get away. Bam, 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 bam. Bam. And this is it, our Reagan, in Jojo style. What do we have to say, huh? I like it, I gotta say. I also have a mission till next time streaming, installing our mobile microphones. Alright, so with that being all said, I wish you all a beautiful evening and night. We already have nearly over 2 hours, and I think this is a good, point to leave it for today. We made one beautiful character, which turned out better than I thought, to be honest, and I will just prepare reference sheets for the other one, so we can also start with a little bit of a basis. And with a little bit of a basis, I mean simply, having those pictures there. So you don't have to watch me search them out, because that's really, really boring. And, well, until next time, I would say, then we will draw them up or Tsubomi. Now the thing is, Tsubomi would be nice. I mean, a female character, right? Ha! No, but as a mob, I'm not sure. I think we're just gonna draw all 3 and go in order. So I mean, today we had Reagan, next time Tsubomi, and then the time after that mob. Seems like a good plan to me. So I wish you all, as said, a beautiful evening. Until next week, where... And also, by the way, follow me on Twitter if you want to know when I'm streaming. I don't post it on YouTube really that much, like... Nah. Maybe I'll put it on there. Maybe, if I find out how to post. You'll see it on YouTube too. But until next week, where I will be streaming again this format, which I'm gonna finish with those 3 characters. Then, let's let ourselves get surprised on what we will do. Now, I wish you all a beautiful evening, as I already said 3 times, and until next time.